We put out some classics. We put out some singles.
So like,
no, two-time unified heavyweight champion. So far, so good.
oh, with boxing, yeah, 100%. But what I'm saying now is there's another level of fitness.
You guys wanted me to go bigger? How about twice as big?
If Anthony Joshua was to do what he done to Ngannou to Jake Paul, that's like...
Anthony Joshua has shocked fans with a monstrous new physique that looks carved for destruction, leaner, sharper, and more explosive than ever. AJ's transformation has taken over the boxing world, sending shockwaves across social media and delivering a chilling message directly toward Jake Paul. From his granite-cut shoulders to the revitalized power stance that resembles his early
The only way we're going to win a 12-round fight is if you push yourself in the gym. So, yeah, that's what I like about the world-class boxing gym.
Everyone says they want to be a world champ, but people are not willing to do what it takes to become a world champ. And even in this gym, it's like you put through the test because, I mean, it's one thing to say you want to hang out with champs and hang out with other fighters, another thing to be able to endure the workout and endure the work. So it's a big thing. He's been pushing himself. He's asking me, what can I do more? How can I be better? How can I build my fitness more? And that's really a sign of a great individual and a great champion.
Joshua's new look isn't just for aesthetics. It's a warning of what's coming. Joshua explained that his size isn't an overnight change, but the result of genetics combined with relentless hard work. He said this natural power, once fully activated through training, becomes dangerous for anyone standing across the ring from him, with Jake Paul as the next target.
A lot of road work. So even though I'm big, this is just genetics.
Right, definitely, yeah.
It's not like I spend hours in the gym like lifting. You can't run 10 miles and only spar 4 rounds. You have to run 4 miles and spar 10 rounds. Yeah, like what I'm trying to say is gym work's important with your coach. All this stuff is just the core stuff. This stuff is just the extra add-ons that you're going to get. But you have to have good technique. You have to have a good understanding of boxing. Like, that's your muscle, your brain. That's what a coach is going to train you mostly. Like, he wants to train this. And if you've got that at its strongest, yeah, I feel like you'll be good.
Yeah, and so far, so good for him.
Joshua made it clear he isn't adding muscle for show. He's unleashing what's already inside him. And that could mean serious trouble the moment punches start flying. Jake Paul has openly acknowledged the huge size difference between them, yet instead of backing down, he's using it as motivation. For years, he said people told him to fight someone his own size, so he pushed the idea even further by choosing an opponent nearly twice as big.
To go bigger? How about twice as big? Literally, he's twice as big as Gervonta. He's 6'6", 260 pounds with an 82-inch reach. I mean, just look at us next to each other. Two-time heavyweight champion of the world, an Olympic gold medalist. While he was winning Olympic gold, I was filming Vines in high school. How'd you say? AJ is a knockout artist with fights that have literally ended in seconds. You fought legends, Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, Ngannou.
He framed the fight as the ultimate test, proof that he isn't afraid of danger, criticism, or the spotlight that comes with challenging a heavyweight monster like Joshua. But even with all his confidence, Jake can't ignore the real risk created by the massive physical gap. The tail of the tape highlights just how mismatched this fight is. Joshua stands 6 feet 6 inches with an 82-inch reach and a natural heavyweight frame at over 240 pounds. Jake Paul at
age difference, we've got 28 years old compared to 36 years old. So I guess the advantage there goes a little bit towards Jake Paul. 28-year-old is better than a 36-year-old. But that being said, we've got talking about experience and everything else, what comes with being 36 years old at Anthony Joshua's level. And then, like I mentioned, the heavyweights kind of seem to prime a little bit older. Now, come down to the height and the weight. This is the big one. 6'1" versus 6'6". 200 pounds versus 252 pounds. We got a 252 2-pounder in Anthony Joshua. The reach advantage is a lot, which we would expect. Amateur fights, we can see that Jake's only had one, where AJ's had 43, but 43 of them are including at the highest level, Olympic level. And yes, he won the Olympic bloody gold medal, if I don't need to remind you. Then the pro record, Jake Paul has had 13 fights, lost 1. AJ has had 28 fights, and he's lost 4 with 25 KOs. And the one person that Jake Paul lost to was Tommy Fury. Now, can we compare Tommy?
With his 76-inch reach and around to 100 pounds, gives up huge height, weight, and power advantages. Joshua's reach allows him to control distance easily, making it extremely difficult for Paul to get close without taking damage. The weight difference means Joshua's punches carry far more stopping power, while Jake must rely on speed, movement, and timing.
Anthony is ruining his legacy just by taking this fight.
Fans don't respect what he's done in the sport already. He's an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I sort of sympathize with him because I feel like if he doesn't beat him quicker than he beat Francis, people are just going to write it off. I'll ask you bluntly, have there been any discussions about there's an agreement, there's a secret contract? Have any of those discussions happened regarding this fight?
It's an 8-round professional fight. AJ wouldn't have taken it if that was the stance it had to be, if it was an exhibition, if it was you've got to hold him up for 8 rounds. It wouldn't suit Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is going
just to survive. If Joshua uses his size effectively, the fight could turn into a physically overwhelming nightmare for Paul. Matchroom CEO Frank Smith has been realistic about the idea of Joshua versus Paul, saying Joshua may return soon, but likely not against Jake for now. He emphasized the massive gap in pedigree, noting Jake's rise is completely different from Joshua's world-class resume. Still, Smith...
I remember when like Tyson fought Ngannou the first time, he was like, this isn't my cup of tea. And then obviously he ended up fighting Ngannou. And so I didn't know if this was a bridge too far for him.
No, I think for AJ, it was just, look, he's done everything in the sport. He's big, like I say, he's a 2-time unified champion. He's fought the best, the elite fighters in, Alexander Usyk twice. And for him, it's just, right, I want to do things that interest me, motivate me. And obviously, if you can go and do that for a load of money against someone, fair play. I think me and Jake Paul might be more competitive than Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Oh, my dear.
I actually want to make, as the comeback fight for Jake Paul, Eddie Hearn, Jake Paul.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't you think that would be big? As the comeback fight.
Yeah, like meaning after he loses this one.
For Jake's comeback fight.
You think Eddie would be down?
For money.
Could you imagine?
I know.
I've confirmed discussions for early 2026, meaning Matchroom isn't ignoring the hype. They're just cautious in navigating boxing's unpredictable business. Tony Bellew has also shared strong doubts about the fight ever happening, calling it a dangerous mismatch where Jake could be seriously hurt. He believes the matchup feels more like a money grab than a true competitive contest. Bellew said
I don't believe a single thing until literally I see them in a ring together. He was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis, wasn't he? Who's 5 stone lighter and is 5 stone lighter and 8 inches shorter. So I don't believe anything. Until they're in a ring together, I don't believe nothing.
Obviously, AJ was meant to fight in an 8-rounder. I think Eddie said to me earlier against...
In an 8-rounder?
Yeah, okay. Against a top 120 opponent on BoxRec that none of us would have heard of. Okay. Just a kind of confidence, go and get a knockout type victory. Suppose you can go and do that against Jake Paul and earn an absolute fortune from
Listen, I've said before and I'll say it again. Boxing is a brutal, brutal business. Go and make as much as you can, as quick as you can. Once you've achieved your dream and goals of becoming a world champion, there's nothing left to do besides make money. What are you chasing? You've won all the belts. I think he's missing a WBC. I think that's about it. Go and get the belts and that's it. Move on.
Do you believe it should be sanctioned?
What I believe doesn't matter.
No, but I'm just curious.
What I believe doesn't matter because some governing body will.
Of course.
Or some sanctioning body will.
Of course.
Some
the Florida State
organisation. Yeah, absolute maniacs. But, that's another argument. That's another cause. It's like the one I heard Chris Eubank Sr. talking about on the radio the other day. You're talking about safety of fighters. Champ, you were the worst for it. You went up to cruiserweight when you were super middleweight and didn't do it once but twice. And then you're saying people should have saved you from yourself. No, that's why we're fighters. So, it's boxing. We know.
Fight wouldn't hurt Joshua's legacy, but if it did happen, Joshua would completely dictate the entire fight from start to finish. Many experts agree and even warn that it would be humiliating for Joshua if he doesn't knock out Jake Paul in the opening minutes. With such a huge mismatch, anything less than a dominant KO could damage Joshua's reputation, making the stakes unexpectedly high for the former heavyweight champion.